anyone, or Lexus as well, it's very far away. So I believe that anyone have been at least once in their life use a smartphone or uh, install an apps or game on the smartphone and use it every day. So today we will not being passive users. We will be the boss today. You will become the developers, the one who build the games, build the apps for other people to play. So you now change the position. You are not the passive user anymore. You are the creators. I mean the content creators, apps creators. And I can show you that it's not that difficult. It's simple, right? With enthusiasm, with passions to learn, and with proper trainings. That I think that's important. Anyone can make mobile apps. Anyone can make mobile games. You can get a good job. You can get money, lots of money, as well if you really, in the games. Okay, so thank you for joining me today. Now let's start. Before we go into the details, I would like to quickly introduce what we do today, so you will have the kind of maps in your mind, and you can follow it easier. So first, I will say a little bit about myself. I think you see my face, you hear my voice, but it's better, to say a bit about myself, so you will have the some ideas about who will be the who will be your lecturers, if you join RMIT. After that, I will give some theory. I know that students will not like theory for sure, but theory is important to, to uplift into the next level. You can build an app, but if you know some theory, then you become a good developers. After that, I will introduce you about what are mobile phone, what are smartphone actually, what are mobile apps, what are mobile games, how are they different. And after that, I'll introduce you the technologies, the frameworks in the language of computing. We call them as a framework or a library to help us to build, software. And of course, the most exciting part of today will be the demonstrations. And, get your hand dirty. You will build a game today for yourself. Okay? And not like that, not just that. You can also share that game with your friend, your family. Show your, niece or your nephews that, oh, I just joined 1 hour section with Dr. Tan and I can build a game now. You can play my game. That's absolutely possible after today. All right. And at the end, I would like to use some minutes to introduce quickly about the program that I'm teaching and the programs that will help you to build a software that we offer at RMIT Vietnam. All right. And of course, finally, with the Q&A section where you can ask whatever you want to ask, but answer is my choice. I can select the questions to answer. So I don't have to answer all the answers. All the questions. Maybe time is not allowed. Okay, as I stated earlier, the first slide will be about myself. So my full name, you probably can see there in the screen. My name is Thanh Ngọc Nguyễn, Nguyễn Ngọc Thanh. I'm finished my Bachelor of Engineering from University of Polytechnics, Ho Chi Minh City. And right after that, I moved to Norway, Oslo, where is the very famous country for, high living standards and also the Nobel Peace Nobel Prize that's awarded every at the end of every years. I finished my master there, and soon after that, I continued my PhD study and have spent lots of time, to do the PhD doctor, the doctor degree in the same university. And during my research and study, I spent time to work with health ministry in many countries. Vietnam is one example. I've been helping them to build lots of software to manage the patient, to manage the health service, and so on. If you have a chance to, I don't mean anything, but if you have a chance to, visit a hospital, you probably be part of some system that I have done to be already. And I also worked in many other countries, helping them to build the health information infrastructure. So I'm not only the academic, but I also do lots of practice, lots of software development. Currently, I'm the lecturer at the SEs and IT departments. It's the department belong to the School of Science, Engineering, and Technologies at RMIT Vietnam. So you can see lots of complicated terms, right? SEs, ITs, RMITs, lots of things that you have to decrypt later. My interest will be in software development, especially the new and trending areas such as cloud computing, lab scale application developments. When I say lab scale, someone might say, well, we don't really, need that because it's complicated. Well, come on, everything you see today is a large scale system. You cannot avoid that. You have to face with that. Shopee, TK, PC, COVID, whatever apps that you use today is a large scale system. It's a million, or billion user like Facebook, like Gmail, and it cannot be designed in a normal way. So that's my interest. All right. So if you come here and join RMIT, you probably have chance to study with me in several courses where we can deeply, discuss about those topics. They are so interesting. That's what I can promise. Okay. Next, please. Yes, actually, I have to press next because no one will help me with that. Okay, theory. First, theory slide. What is smartphone and what are mobile apps? Smartphone. Anybody, use the word smartphone to refer the expensive phone, to differentiate them with the feature phone, which is very cheap, right? So what is smartphone? Smartphone is a portable device that combines mobile, telephone and computing function. So what does it mean? It means that's a computer. But instead of putting there on the desk or on the laptop, the lab, right, called laptop or desktop, we put in our pocket. So we call them smartphone. All right. So smartphone is a word to refer to a computer, that running in a very small device. You can put in your pocket. That's very important too, because you know the name, you use it every day, but you may not know the origin, of the word. And the next thing is mobile apps. So what are mobile apps? Mobile app is just a software application that designed, is especially for mobile device. And when we mention mobile device, it means that it's a phone, it's a tablet, it's also, a watch, a wearable device, and so on. So all the software that we build for a portable device are called, mobile apps, because the app are mobile, travel with us. All right, next. So what can we do with smartphone? As I asked you earlier, who haven't been using or owning a smartphone, I don't think anyone can come with the answer yes, right? Because I believe that absolutely everyone has a smartphone now. Even some have two or three smartphones already. So smartphone can help us to do almost everything. For example, my wife, when she come home, she never bring a laptop. She can do all the work on a smartphone, because what do you actually do in the office? It's about checking email, reply email, right? Read some document, response to that, and that can be done easily with Gmail, Outlook, or Office. So all of them, can help you to do in a very small, size device like a mobile phone. And in the past, we spend lots of time on a TV. Some people call the TV is like one-eyed monster because it taking the times of all the time of us. But now today, people get away from TV and they spend more time on you know uh, uh, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Recently they enjoy posting photo on Instagram, like a photo, a comment, and a Facebook, and so on. So some even abuse those apps. Um, and not only just working and uh, entertainment. When we, just past the very serious, wave of COVID, pandemic, that the mobile phone, mobile apps are actually really helpful. It helps us to learn, right? You don't have to go to school, but you can use the portable device to learn. And there's a plenty of platform that can help us to do that. For example, Zoom. Many people know Zoom, Google Meets, Skype, and in Vietnam, you might know the K12 online, right? The Vietnamese product built by the company in Vietnam. So smartphone and mobile phone is not only for play and work, it's also help us to roll, right? To learn. And in terms of game, there's a lot of game. Of course, I'm not a gamer. Remember, we often make job of gamer and game developer. Game developer is the one who make game, and gamer is the one who play game. I'm not that one, but these names are games that actually I got from my children. They install those games on the smartphone, so I know Fishing Life, Liên Quân, Play Together, Mobile Legends, and so on. Play Together is a very hard one. Anyone playing that game now? Play Together, a game that's in like a simulations that simulate the real life when you go to um, school, you go fishing, you go to work and so on, to build house and so on. Okay, and in the COVID time, we also do lots of shoppings, and Tiki, Shopee, Lazada are the apps that you use. And to fight against the COVID-19, we have plenty of apps. Many people complain that they have to install so many apps, in there. Blue Zone, SSKDT. Anyone know what it's for? VNEID. And yeah, we have a very bright stars coming called PC COVID. Anyone understand what PC means? Okay, if you know what PC COVID means, you can type your answers in the chat box and everyone can understand. No, PC COVID, what does it mean? Okay, I spent time to type it here. PC COVID. So what does it mean? What they call it PC COVID? Yeah, I think Nguyễn Gia Hayes got the correct answers. PC means phòng chống, right? So that's fighting COVID apps. Congratulations, you very good. Hey, okay, next. Okay, now we discuss how to what tools to do anything. We need a tool, right? To go far, you need a car. To go shop, you need a motorbike. We need a tool to do anything. So in order to build the mobile apps, you need to have a number of tools. Of course, no one will understand all the tools. For example, if you want to build iOS apps, you can use a tool called Xcode. I put the hammer here, you can see. So this is the icon of the tool to build the mobile apps on iOS. And if you want to build the apps or games on Android, for example, you will use Android Studio. So this is a tool that built by Google and companies that have to build have developer to build games on Android. But actually, the games, most of the game you play on iOS and Android is built by a special software called Unity. If you have time, you can search for that. Unity, right? Of course, that's a complex software that involve that help you to build like 2D game or 3D games as well. All right. But people nowadays they don't really favor the Xcode or Android Studio. The major problem of this platform is you have to build, apps for two different platforms, which means that you have to do one job 3 times. Sorry, 2 times. That's not good. So now people favor some very um, things like cross-platform technologies, and two very good candidate is Flutter and React Native. So the red color text React Native that we discussed today, right? So what is React Native? The name is very no one really can understand what does it mean, right? But native here refer to the apps that you build with the library, with the platform provided by iOS or Android. This is to differentiate them with the hybrid apps where they build the mobile. Sorry, they just build a web page and they embedded the web page in the mobile apps in the mobile phones. So when you play that app or use that app, it's actually a web page, a website, a web applications. Native means they use all the libraries that provided by the mobile operating system like Android or iOS. So React Native is a JavaScript framework. I don't know why it's moved to the next slide. I have to go move back a bit. Yeah, in here. So it's a JavaScript framework that helps us to do that. And it's built by Facebook. Facebook is a big company, so it should be, trustworthy, right? And if you already use some apps on mobile phone, you probably don't know that Facebook, Instagram, even Blue Zone or Airbnb, Baidu, whatever, are actually built by React Native. So if you learn this one, you can potentially build some very big or large scale application. For example, if you see this, this is e-health book, right? I think you may already got vaccinations and you already have this app on your phone. And this app, um, one of the app is built by React Native. This is Blue Zone, very famous one before, and now it's replaced by PC COVID. It's also built by Blue Zone. Sorry, by React Native. The other app that I can show you is, oh, I don't have it here. So Airbnb. If you travel, you probably know this website. Next will be the action. I think that's too enough. Blah blah blah. Now it's time for some demo and actions. All right. I show you a link here. So probably this link, the admin team already pasted on the chat box, and maybe they will pin this one somewhere in the chat box. You can click on this link, open your web browser. So you must have a computer or a laptop to try this. Um, with a mobile phone or tablet, it will be a bit limited. But anyway, please try. You see the link that I'll share with you on the screen here. You see that, right? Okay, so today I'll show you how to build a traditional Vietnamese games. So this game, why I selected this game, my memory when I was a child in the New Year's will be old about this gambling. They gather in the street corners or in the house to play these traditional games, and it's a bit not so good, because it's related to gambling. But I think in terms of entertainment, in terms of, I mean, for me personally, that's just a memory, and out of my childhood memories about New Year, Lunar New Year is about this game. So I would like to show it in here. All right. So this is you already recognize game, right? Can someone tell me what is this game? Can you type it, please? What is the name of this game in Vietnamese? Yeah, correct. I think Thiên Ân, Trần Thiên Ân, yeah, Dương and Quốc Anh also. Man, yeah, thank you very much. You guys got correct answers. If I have a prize, I can give you a prize. If we run an offline workshop, maybe I have some prize and I just pass to you right away. Congratulations for the excellent answers. But challenging questions are still ahead, so stay tuned with me, please. Bầu cua tôm cá, right? All right. So what is this game about? I'll play it. I'll show you how to play it right away. You can copy this link and you open on a web browser, paste it on a web browser. You will see what I see. All right. I'll switch to the share screen. I'll play the game, in a real time that you can see. All right. So after I pasted the link that I copy. You will. I'll receive this one. Of course, it takes some time to have it. So how to play this game is very easy. You select an item to bet. For example, I select a deer or a bottle, bầu, or chicken, gà, or shrimp, or crab, or fish. Bầu cua tôm cá này gà. You already know, right? You already know it. You just select one, or you can select two. And after that, the boss, will run the dice, right? They check, the box, and that box contains some dice, and it will randomly show, an item. And if the item you bet match with these items, it means that congratulations, right? You win and you get money. So it's very easy. So you can now play. For example, can someone make a guess now? I'm going to run the dice, and which item you want to pass? Yeah, I think Bảo An say very nice terms. He said that the chance to win is one, over six. Okay, I see so many bad things: shrimp, crab, deer, chicken, fish, and so on. So finger crossed. If you select if the die show the one that you bet, congratulations, you win. I'll give you money. Wait, go. One, two, three. Run the dice. The bottle. Okay, I'll show up and see who bet the bottle. No one bet the bottle. Ah, yeah, Tuấn. Tạ Thái Tuấn. He bet the bottle, and congratulations. In the past when I was young, I never know what is bowl. I thought that's a pregnancy. That's so silly. No chicken, no fish. Sorry, no kid. Also bottle, correct. Xuân Lộc crab, no. Trường Hải deer, nine, no. Bone chicken, Mayan chicken, no. Okay, I give you another chance. You don't have to type it. You can keep it in your mind. So if you win, you are very lucky today. So which one you bet? When I play this game, usually I just focus on the crab and the bottles. Okay, one, two, three, go. Okay, wrap. You can see, right? Wrap. So I win. So you can change the thing that you have in here, and when you change the code that you write in here, you can really change the user interface of your app. For example, if you don't like, bầu cua tôm cá nai gà, you can easily customize that. And in order to do that, I think the admin team will share with you the link that it shows to emoji. Or if you don't have it, you can just search for emoji. And in this emoji, you go to the animal and natures. You select whatever animal you want. For example, instead of deer, I'll replace it with a dog. I know that's here are lots of pet lovers, so probably they like the dog. So this emoji is treated like a text. You can just copy it, and you go back to your game here, and you see the list of items here. So I have 6 items. That's why I define an array. So this is called an array with 6 items. I replace the deer with the dog. So immediately, the simulators here show me that I have a dog. Really nice, right? I think you can work along with me. And once you finish, can you please copy the screen that you have and paste it in the chat box? Then we will know, what is your old games. I can change to the dog and the bottle. Why here I can change to something, you know, for example, Coca-Cola. Can I do that, please? Yeah, I have a. Yeah, bottle is not good. I'll make it more Western. So by select replace the bottle, the rượu đế, right? The rượu đế with the glass of wine, like I read the message. I cannot keep, I cannot stop laughing. Bầu cua tôm and dog, really nice games. All right. Anyone finish the game, please? I say again, you can just search for emoji, right? Just Google search for emoji. It will show you different links. You can open that and select that one for me, please. Replace stream with beef. Yeah. Okay. So, anyone who guys, don't make me laugh too much when reading your message. You make me so. You make it so funny. Okay, I want to see the result. I don't want to see the comment on the game. Please, anyone change it, please. Change it for me, please. Change it for me, please. Change the item and customize this game by yourself. Don't just talk, please. Okay, so many messages I cannot see. Change them to fish. Okay. No one can do that. Come on. Okay, I give the prize for the first one who complete this, who can copy the screen and pass it for me. No one. Okay, come on. I have only 14 minutes left, so if you don't give me the answer, so probably I have to pass to the next exercise. Wow, wow, yeah, yeah. I will got the apple and a pig, and apple will replace for I don't know, um, yeah, a hamburger, uh, apricot. No, come on, that bad. Okay, anyway, thank you for your suggestions. I will maybe I select the tiger and put that tiger instead of dog. I think it's more. So it's easy. You go to any mall here and you search for tiger, and it just copy a tiger, right? You can copy a tiger face, or you can copy a full tiger body. There's no problem at all. And just go here and replace. You get it. And if you don't want a 6 item game, you can migrate it into tài xỉu, right? Tài xỉu means weak and strong, right? I don't know how to translate it into English, but from what I understand, Thai means very big number and xỉu means very small. So I just translate it in very strong and very weak, right? You can translate that. You can replace that with the numbers here for tài xỉu, for example. Okay. So now that's just something to do with the graphical design. I think now we need something more math and more logical thinking. You read the code here, and this is a list of items everyone knows. And this one will be when you click these buttons. When you click these buttons, what we do will be called this go function. And this go function actually do very simple thing called lottery. Lottery is a random number generator. I will generate here a number between 0 and 6. I can make a comment here, then you can read, right? Random, randomize a number between 0 and 5. You see the number 6 here, but 6 is not, included. So only 0.5. If you join this computer science, you probably know that most of the platform or language we have is a zero base index. We call zero base index, which means everything will start with zero. When you was a child, you start to count, you count 1, 2, 3, right? But in computer, when you start to count, you count 1, 0, 2, 3, 4. So if you count the list here, you can see that tiger is 0, last of y will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5 will be the fish. It's actually the 6, but in terms of number, it's just the 5. So the random algorithm here only generate number between 0 and 5. And when we have that number, we can just set the current dice, which is this one, into one of the item here. For example, when I click here, they will generate a number, and the wrap will be 4, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It will return the wrap. And if you don't believe, I can just quickly console log. So this is a bit technical, but I think it won't be something very difficult for you to understand. For example, I run the dice again, and I receive 0, and I know that 0 is a tiger, right? Again, so 5 means the 3 mean the shrimp, and 5 mean the crab, and so on. So that's what uh, we do with it. Having explained that, now I have questions for you to do, and I'll go back to the slides, and you can see that will be that's challenge for you. Exercise 2. How can we make sure that the dice only show the dog, or in this case it's a tiger? Okay, if you know the answers, if you know how to change the code to make that happen, you paste the answer in the chat box for me, please. And the fastest and correct answer will get a prize. Okay, anyone know exercise 2? My question is about exercise 2. How can, someone want to cheat, right? Someone want to cheat, and they uh, somehow they manipulate the software to make sure that only tiger will be shown all the time. So whatever they put the money, they always wins. They always get the prize. Okay. Yeah, I think we got some correct answer here, especially from Iha on Lê Duy Nguyễn. He said that change 6 to 0. And yeah, the mass random, uh, yeah, so yeah, that's correct. So Cook Annie also come with the correct answers, and I will use his answer as a reference, and you see if it works or not, right? Bond also give the good answers here. All right, so both of them give the good answers as well. Um, I, I think out of them game, but I think I prefer this algorithm. I prefer that. Yeah, but Ben, have you been learning programming so far? But actually, he hacks by fixing the numbers into zero, so he's always got a tiger. Đặng Gia Bình. You see the answer from Đặng Gia Bình, right? I don't know if you see the one that I see. He actually set the dice into zeros for all the time. So in here, I'll show you. So if you set the item here into zero, and whatever you run, right? Whatever you run, it just show this tiger because it's zero. This one is zero, so the dice always be zero. Be the tiger. Congratulations! I received lots of good answer for you from you. Okay, if you still interested in, I would like to show you the next exercise. The next exercise will be just me. I switch to the slides presentation again. Exercise 3. If you just make it tiger all the time, you know the user will suspect, right? And maybe they're angry because they lose all the time. So um, now make it a slightly different. Make sure that the dice only show from bottle, chicken, and a tiger. How can we do that? If you know how to change the code, please paste the code down here, and we will now see if your answer is correct. Someone say change 6 to 3. Yeah, I think it's correct, but how to implement it? How to implement the change? We received from Vin, from He, and from Tú. Actually, all of them have very good answers. But number 2 is not correct because you know that 2 is not included. So you cannot change it into 2, but you have to change it to 3 because it will start with 0, 1, 2, and the 3 will not be included. I will share the screen and you will see it now. All right, in here, I'll try to change it, right? So instead of putting the item as a fixed number here, I can easily change the random here. So I can change it into 3. Then it will only random the number between 0, 1, 2, and this is 3. It's not included. So the first line here will be shown always. Now I will run and you will see. I will bet tiger. Tiger wins. I will bet tiger. Tiger again. Okay, I will bet again. Tiger. There's nothing changed. Okay, that's just a random, so no worry about that. Sometimes you need to refresh. Sometimes the change you make here is not get refreshed, so you need to refresh by switching to other tab and switch it back again, and they will see chickens, right? And after that will be chicken again. That's random, so no worry, right? See, oh, there's many answers. Yes, and now, yeah, see, lots of Y, right? And tiger. You see, fish, shrimp, and crab have no chance to be shown, right? Then if you just bet on this, you'll be the winners anyway. You'll be the winner anyway. All right. So congratulations. I think you have a very good potential to be a software designer or software developers because you just few minutes training, but you show that lots of things. All right. Uh, the next thing I want to show you quickly is this is a full blow game. I would like the admin team will copy and paste this one for me. So full low game, I can add some background music to make the game more exciting, and I can set interval to roll the dice, and I can allow the game board to bet. So technician admin, can you help me to paste the link uh, for participant to try? Okay, I'll go to the share screen again, and if you open the full blow game, you can see, you can bet. I don't know if you can hear the sound, but if you bet in an item, your money will be reduced. You can bet 2 items, and this is the dice. You can click the dice, and the dice will rotate, and it will show the result, right? So, for example, I will bet chickens, and if I click again, it will show chicken, then it wins. And if not, I will lose money. I hope you hear the sound. and I bet bottle, for example, I click, there's no bottle, then I lose money. And if I pick this one, uh, you know, it will lose money if I'm not win, right? So you can see that. And actually I set the count here into one, and it means that you don't see the code and be confused. Just enjoy it. So for example, I bet the deer and I run that, it will rotate the dice. It can rotate the dice and show the final, and if it's not there you will lose. I'll bet this one again, I lose again, right? If I bet, everything's here, and then I wins. No, I lose all the money. Okay, this full version have a bug, to be honest. So that's your homework. You go home and figure out what is the bugs. All right, if you know the bug, you are very, very good. Okay, thank you very much. So this is full blow game. You feel free to copy and play by your own times. And I can tell you that there are some bugs in here. You can try to identify the bugs and fix the bugs. You can have your own game. The next thing that I want to show you is about you can actually run this one on your mobile phones. So you can just need to switch into my device, and you download and install an app called Expo Go. And when you do this, you will get the app on your mobile phone. For example, I'll show you right away here how to run this app on the mobile phone. Right. I will switch to the PowerPoint now. Okay. I will show you quickly, right? I will go to open the Expo apps on my phone. Just 1 second. If you have time, you can just download it and install it. Okay, I share screen again, and then you can see. And you go here, download Expo Go, and after install successfully, you will open it, and they will give you a chance to play the game on the phone, and you can share that with everyone, right? Okay, I will search the apps in my phone. Okay, I have the Expo here properly. I will scan it. I'll open the QR code to scan it first. Okay, now I will open my presentations, and you can see, right? You can see on my phone, it loads exactly the same game that I have on there, and you can run the dice here, right? You can bet an item here, and you can run the dice. Now, congratulations, right? You can have a game on your mobile apps in 1 hour. Congratulations. You can customize the game in the way you want. Share it with your friend, share with your kids, and so on. You now the game developers. Okay, I will quit it because I quit the game because it's a bit noisy. Okay, all right. So what next will be? You have all the fun already, right? So now I will have some time to introduce about um, the programs, like as I mentioned earlier. So the thing that I show you today is just one lecture of the mobile application development course. We have a course called mobile app development, and usually offer to students in second and third years of both software engineering and information technology programs. All right. So if you join us, join RMIT, you have chance to learn more about making exciting games and exciting apps to not just only get a job but also get money. All right. And we have two programs at RMIT. Which one you should join? Of course, when you book a consultation section with our recruitment team, you will be consult, in a very detailed, in a very kind of, um, I mean, lots of information that's useful for your decisions. But briefly, we have two programs related into software development. So first one is Bachelor Software Engineering honor. Why honor? Honor means 4 years. You study 4 years. And we have another program called IT, Bachelor of IT, which is 3 years. So this program is really, really good program because it's accredited by Engineer Australia. If you have friends in other country, you probably know that engineer is a very, very good title, in those developed countries. Of course, in Vietnam, they might not recognize the engineer, with a good position, but in other countries, when you say engineer, which is mean you are very rich, you're very powerful, and so on. So it means that when you finish, you get a degree, you can go anywhere around the world to work because your degree is recognized by Engineer Australia, and this is actually mutual recognized by other countries as well. So what do you have in the Bachelor of Software Engineering? Of course, you learn how to build apps. The game that you learn to build is just one, and of course, you can also touch areas such as AI, artificial intelligence, embedded system, IoT, smart homes, smartphones, robotics, very beautiful now, virtual reality, big data, and so on. Not only learning how to build an apps or software, but you also learn how to apply, the engineering principle and methods. So the theory, background will be very strong. So you learn not just to build, but you invent new things, right? And when you finish study, you can get lots of job. This is a list of position, list of job that you can apply, from entry career, entry level career into long term career. You can become a software engineer. Of course, you learn software engineering. You should become a software engineer, and you can build front end, back end, web, mobile apps, and so on. You can become a tester. I see someone already asking a question. If I find a bug, tester can have find bugs, and later on, if you move up into your career, you will become technical manager, engineering managers, engineering directors, and so on. CTO, Chief Technology Officer, or CIO, Chief Information um, officers. Really, prestigious, positions, lots of money, lots of power, and so on. Of course, we learn not for power and money. We learn to contribute to serve the society, right? And the next one will be, Bachelor of Information System. This is a long tradition, programs have been here for since the first day of RMIT Vietnam, and it's very similar to software engineering. You also learn to build a software, application, business application, cloud, social media, websites, mobile. You can also choose one of the minors such as artificial intelligence, data analytics, mobile web development, cloud technologies. And the career path is very similar to software engineering. You also do, IT consultant, software developer, cloud engineer, software tester, data analyst, and so on. And you can also become, CIT, CIO, CTO. If you are good enough, you are committed enough, you have spent enough time. If you come enjoy class with me and you finish all the tasks that I assign you, like today, I just give you the homework. You go home and do it. You good. You become a software engineer. You get promoted into CTO, CIO. All right. I finished my other thing I would like to mention is the accreditations. So both of the programs are very prestigious program. We all are, recognized by international, bodies of accreditations. For example, the BIT is accredited by ACS, Australian Computer Societies. If someone want to migrate to Australia, for example, you need to submit the application, and that application need to be reviewed by ACS. So ACS is the organization that accredit our program. So same thing. You can, with your degree, you can go and work anywhere in the world. But in Vietnam, I think you have already enough job for you, right? Every day I receive, questions, queries from friends, from network. Can you recommend me some students to join the projects and so on? Lots of requests like that come every day. All right, I think we finished the everything. Actually, finished everything. Um, the intro, the demo, the exercise, the programs, promotions, and finished everything. Now I think I would like to ask the the admin team whether we go ahead with the Q&A because everything is finished already. Yeah, perfect. I think we are very lucky that we finished the section with no problems. Usually, when we run into the technical demo, usually we have problems. So feel free to um, type your answers. And sorry, sorry, to your questions. I'm the one to answer you. We change the role now. All right. So first question. Congratulations to the first lucky man, Đỗ Duy Hân. Hân, where are you from? You can type the answer in the box. Your question is: should I need to learn the basic of coding first because first being studied at university? No, absolutely no. But if you have some interest now, you can start early, and no one can stop you doing that, right? If you know a bit, it can build your interest, it can build your kind of background. And when you join RMIT, of course, when you join RMIT, the first semester you will learn intro to IT, you will learn intro to programming, you will learn to intro to database. Everything will be for those who start from scratch. There's no requirements, but if you ask my advice, I think yes, you can start to figure out a little bit. That RMIT have the coding challenge, the tech genius. We just organized this year. I think it's July for now. You can join that one. Learn a bit. That will be perfect. Um, I'll see more questions are coming. Um, so I don't know. Should I wait for the admin team to post a question, or I can just read and answer it? Okay, I'll do both. So next question from Tuấn Minh. Congratulations, the second lucky man. Làm game có cần học về đồ họa hay không? Em thấy các game có đồ họa rất đẹp. Actually, when you join the game industry, there will be two distinct roles. One will be the artist, one will be the graphic designer, and one will be the developers. And that two roles are very, very distinct. So if you join a game team as a developer, you don't need to worry about graphics at all. There will be a dedicated team, including all the artists, right? All the graphic designer who dedicated to build the icon, build the artifact, build all the item for you. You just need to write code. Thank you. Next question, please. Uh, what the best programming language to learn first? I think JavaScript and Python are two very simple language that everyone can learn. When you go online, you can find a number of resources to do some self-learning. Of course, if you want to build a big and large-scale application, you must join, professional trainings like RMIT programs. But yeah, Python and JavaScript, definitely those language you can start to learn first. Right? Trần Hoàng Duy. Sorry, I answered this question before that. Trần Hoàng Duy, I intended to become a game developer. Which coding program should I focus on first? Actually, once you know one language, one programming language, it's quite easy to migrate into the next language. So to make games, now there are two languages that people commonly use. The first one is C Sharp, which is a Microsoft, technologies, and Java. But I think people use C Sharp more. But absolutely, when you start, you can start with something like Python, and you can start with something like JavaScript. It's easier. Just answer the question from a participant earlier that C Sharp is the most popular language for games now. So I just answered Tuấn questions. I'll scroll down and hopefully I see more questions and I will hope I can answer them. This is interesting questions. Là trung học short but easy. I just published it. How long I can master a language? So it depends, right? It depends on the time you spend. I can say that you need at least 3 months for beginner level, and after that the amount of time you spend will be unlimited. Like me, I learned programming coding for 25 years and still learning it. So but after 3 years at RMIT, you will be good enough. You'll be good enough for a language. Are there any website for learning Python? Okay, I published these questions. Website for learning Python. It's quite. You can just. There are lots of websites actually. Lots of websites. You can do just Python. Learning. For example, you will get that Python learning question. They have lots of simple tutorial for you to start with. I cannot do the Google search for you now, but definitely it's there. Okay, this is interesting questions from Khan. Is there any difficulty for girls to study IT? How can I say? Maybe the admin team have to help me. No, sorry. Just kidding. Do you know that the top graduates from the IT program is a girl? You know that? And all the girls in my classes are the best student in class. Even though their population is small, but they always do the best things, you know. And the top graduates from our program, you know, is a girl, right? So that's for your information, right? So it's not easy at all. It's not sorry, it's not difficult at all for girl, right? Girl, even you know, some in some aspect, you know, they're better than men in terms of building applications. So I think we should change the prejudice, thành kiến, right? Gender, you know, bias, should change it. More questions for me. Do I have to, very long questions. Do I have to know at least a programming language to some extent to become a computer science major? No, absolutely no. And if I start learning software engineering with no knowledge about programming, would it be a huge disadvantage? No, no. I do the just a draft number, you know, maybe 80% of students who study IT and software engineering know nothing about programming when they join. All right, because they don't know, so they join. You didn't know, maybe they not join. I'm just kidding, but yeah, don't worry about that. You don't really need to have a background on programming language to join. You will be taught from scratch. Everything will be from scratch. Um, Very interesting question from Vân. Does the course include app tester or game tester? Actually, you know, we have a course called software testing, and with that theory, with that practice, you can test anything on Earth. You can test any apps, any game. So no worry, we have that in the program. That I can be assured. Next questions, please. I have some apps only available in iOS and Android, which many other one can play in our version of phone. Can you explain why? This is a bit off the track, but yes, of course. Um, you know that Google, you know, they release the new version almost every 6 months. Now we have about version. I mean, the Google Android version will be about, I'm not remember, a bit more than 30s, which means that, you know, and the bad thing from Google from Android is they're not backward compatible, which means that they will target for some Android, and those users who want to try that new features, they have to upgrade their phone into the latest Android version, for example. Okay, next question, please. um, how much money do people, I think this is good questions, I posted there. How much money do people earn from mobile games? I I suppose that you're asking to become a game developer, right? Not a gamer, because gamer is playing game. Now you know the NFT technology, the blockchain and Bitcoin technologies integrated in games. Gamers also can earn money, but of course, you know, it's not fun as the game developers. So when you join RMIT, you will learn to become a game developers, not a gamer. And to estimate about the money, it's hard to say, but of course it's not bad. You know, from the statistic we have from our graduates, I can be sure that the number is not bad. Must be, you know, more than average. Can you share, and if you build join a game like blockchain game now, they now have like 1 billion, you know, shares in the values, 1 billion US dollar. So imagine how much money you got. Can you share your own method on studying and learning coding in the most effective way? Um, um, I don't have any specific method. Actually, I'm not a really tech genius. You know, to be honest, I'm not good at coding. To be honest, but the thing that I would like to share with you is practice makes perfect. Practice, practice, and practice. I've been learning practice. You know, I've been learning practice all days, all times, whenever I have time, I learn new technologies. So by doing that, I know a bit about how to make a software. So the most effective way will be you can have a good resource. Maybe start with simple first, and after that you can uh, try it doesn't work, try again until it works, then you'll be in a good shape. Very good question, thank you. um, I received some very interesting questions from students. Yeah, to be honest, that's students give me a really exciting time when their energy, their ways of thinking, really really nice. um, this is a bit out of the technical topic. It's beyond my capacity to answer, but come and join us. Um, come and join us. You have the answers. Other, what is other answers? Other questions? Uh, how important is English to computer science? I would like to publish that question. Sorry, not that question. I think this one is just the answers. This one. So how important is English to be for computer science students? Actually, you can see so far, right? Everything I show you is in English, and I can see that there are lots of answers, correct answer from you. Even though you haven't started learning programming, you haven't passed the IELTS 6.5. So it's important, of course, but it's not really critical, right? Of course, the better the better English you have, the better kind of the smoother transition you when you go to the study. But it's not so critical compared to business, compared to law, compared to tourism, and so on, right? Because it's very technical, so you don't have to speak much. What you need to do is do it, right? Show the result. I have a very long questions here. I just published and read. What do you think about if Vietnam create all media and entertainment platform include social? Yeah, this is a bit political, right? You know that Viettel, BNPT, they already build their own social media platforms. But this is not only about technical. Technically speaking, everyone can do it. If our students, when finish RMIT program, they definitely can do that. But in order to get scale like what Facebook and Instagram or whatever, TikTok have, there must be other reason behind, right? Technical reason, sorry, political reason, financial reasons, and so on. You have to catch the trend. So this is just my comment, right? It's possible in terms of technical, but in terms of political, in terms of finance, in terms of everything else, that's Facebook every day. They have a team to justify a new startup that that can become a potential competitor with them. Either they buy that company or they kill that company. So I don't think there's a chance, like Coca in Vietnam, right? Google or Microsoft, they always want to buy it, right? To kill it, either buy it or kill it, and they have lots of ways to do it, right? So it's not the easy game like we just think. Uh, um, okay, I think we finished the times, and I don't think I can have time to answer more questions. So if you have more questions, join next event, right? With RMIT, I would like to explain and share with you. And I'm very surprised that I received lots of questions from you, and all the questions are